Hey guys, it's me again. I know I don't think I posted anything in 2021, but I'm going to try to give you guys some updates on Rufus in 2022. As a matter of fact, I'm just putting some new tires on him right now, and this will just be like a little update video, show you what's been going on. I've been driving Rufus around back and forth now to work due to some other circumstances. So I'll just let you know how he's holding up. And yeah, we'll get it started. New year. So like I said, I just got some new front tires for Rufus. Now the tires that I got are they're actually some winter tires, and I got them because of the load rating I thought was higher than the regular tires. One of the problems I've been having is that this California, so I can't run standard bus size tires. They're too tall, and since Rufus is lowered, the bus tires rub. But none of the tire stores around here will install those tires for me, so I have to go to a third party. And I finally found a guy who's kind of heavy in the street scene out here in California, or the Bay Area, and he has his own tire shop, so he hooked me up. So I'm getting some new tires finally, and we'll get that done, because these old tires, that one's a brand new one, but these old tires I've had on here for a while, and they were not the best tires when I first got them. So they're starting to fall apart, deteriorate, get cracked, etc. So anyway, I'm gonna stick this tire on right now. You guys are gonna just kind of watch, and then I'll give you the update as to how Rufus is doing. Alright, so anyway, we're back. I'm just going to give you a little update on how it's going with Rufus. I had been driving a Toyota Tundra back and forth to work, but we started a business, and that's what took up most of my time last year while I hadn't really been posted. And the business kind of absorbed my Tundra. So this last week when I went to work, I drove Rufus back and forth. So let me just tell you about my experience. First of all, here in California, Northern California, in the morning at least, it's pretty cold. So it's about low 40s, sometimes a little warmer than that, but mostly low 40s during this time of year. This is January 2022, and the biggest problem I've had with that is that, unfortunately, the heaters are not hooked up in Rufus yet. I haven't had time to do that, and I just ordered a cable for the driver's side heater box, because that cable is broken. Hopefully I can get it out of there. I looked online, and it's quite a process when those cables break to get them out. So aside from that, though, it definitely needs some shocks. Shocks are coming. I ordered those as well, and I'll show you when I put them in. And it needed the tires. The tires were bad. So I was really afraid of one of these tires blowing up on me, because they were all cracked. Like I said, when I bought them, they weren't the best. You know, they were just the cheapest tires I could find at the time, and just to kind of move it around while I was working on her. And that was 5 years ago, believe it or not. So these tires have been on for quite a while. So I got the new tires. These are General, let me see if I can read it. General Ultimax is the name of these tires. They are, like I said, they're snow tires. They're directional, so you got to watch which side you put on them. I got them on Tire Rack. They're pretty damn cheap. They're like $90 each for the $90 each, I believe, for the rears, which was weird because the rears are larger than the fronts, and 100 and something each for the fronts. And I haven't ordered the rear ones yet. I'm going to order them next paycheck type of thing. Most Volkswagen people can understand what I'm talking about when I say I'll get that on my next paycheck. Let's go inside. So yeah, the seat, I know the driver's seat is all still jacked up. I'm still trying to figure out what color, to be honest, to get some seat covers, because I want it to all look good when it's all done. And the door cards are still missing. Really, that doesn't matter for your daily driver. Like I said, she did pretty well. She still has a little bit of a low power, even though I got an alternator. I even got a brand new alternator. When I have the lights on and the wipers running because it was raining last week, it's still, you know, I'm still having some power issues, a lot of fluctuations. So I don't know what that could be. Guess maybe I'll have to look into it and do some research on the internet. I don't know. I still have, nothing has changed from the last time I posted. I still have these, you know, that's still there, holes in the floor. Hey, you know, she's a daily, and she don't fit in a garage. So, you know, that'll be fixed. Who knows when I got the money. I'm going to take you around to the back. We'll talk about what's going on with the inside of Rufus right now. So if you guys who have watched my other videos, you all know that this is definitely a work in progress. She's a project van. She is, in my opinion, turning out pretty well. As far as what has changed in the year since I last posted, I can't believe it's been a year. I'm just going to take you around the interior again to show you what's going on and what's the same, what has changed. All right, so we'll start with the upper cabinet. Not much has changed with the upper cabinet. I do store some stuff in there. There's a little pillow in there. I did install these little tie-down rings because I can foresee the future when I have a whole bunch of junk up there. Kind of want to get like a netting or something to keep everything kind of in place up there. Nothing has really changed as far as the wiring goes. The wiring is still, that little black line is the wire coming down from my solar panels. The solar panels are working great. The battery works great. I still have power. No problems at all. I can't complain about any of that stuff. Everything is working fine. Most everything is hooked up already. So that's hooked up, and I believe I hooked up, yeah, I hooked up the fan. It's all on the solar. I have a couple lights hooked up. I guess the main thing that's going to be changing this year is this rear headliner. This rear headliner is going to be installed. I'm going to go with the wood, this same kind of wood that's on this sidewalls. It's the cheapest thing you can find. So anyway, I did hook up install the lights. Well, it's kind of hard to see because it's white on white, but I put 3 lights here, one on the other side, and then I put one in the back right there, and that's what these wires are for. The rear, the left hand, and the right-hand light. I did hook them up temporarily to see if they worked. Everything's fine. I got to run these wires down here with this other bunch and down into my system, my battery system for my solar panel. Let me just show you that in case anybody hasn't seen that. So this is my system for my solar panels and my battery. It's very, very, very basic. There's a couple cutoffs there if I want to turn the whole thing off. I probably should turn it off when I'm not using it. Isolate the battery from the solar panels, but you know what? I don't. I'm just be honest with you guys. I have not done that, and it still seems to hold a charge, and everything seems fine. Nothing's gone wrong. So that's all good. One problem I am having that I noticed since I've been driving, even though I kind of knew about it before, was that when I fill this tank up to anything higher than 3/4 of a tank of gas, you can smell gas fumes in the cabin here. So I have to figure out. We kind of think some of the friends of mine at work and I were doing some troubleshooting, and we kind of come to the same opinion that it's probably the vent tube off of the fuel tank is either off or something's missing. So I have to check that out. Trying to figure out a way to get all that done without having to pull the engine to get to the tank. But I don't know, I'll let you guys know. The headliner that I installed that was so bright a year or two ago is very, very faded right now. It faded a lot, guys. I mean, I'm still going to leave it up there because, you know, what the hell. But it has faded a lot. And it's not even in the direct sun. So it is easily replaced, I think, if I had to replace it. So the next steps are the shocks, the vent line, and to try to get that heater figured out. I got to get heat in here because it's fun to drive. You know, I got a top speed of about 45 miles an hour, but so I take all streets from my house out to Oakland. But it's fun to drive, and it sure does get the job done. I mean, anybody who tells you you can't daily one of these anymore, they're just straight lying. They don't make any sense. I mean, the whole idea is to get in these things and use them. So that's what I'm trying to do. She's been running fine. She still looks decent. I haven't changed much on the outside at all, really. The only thing that I added on the outside was my little 9-ball, which I had drilled up and tapped because I'm still looking for a passenger side mirror to match my white one on this side at a reasonable price, not, you know, $150. So anyway, that might be a pipe dream. So anyway, that's the update. I'll let you guys know when I get the heater cables and the shocks and all that stuff. We'll get into that as soon as I get the package in. Later. That's the old brake cleaner rebuild. Done. Sorry guys. Let's see where you're at. Alright, so since I've been running Rufus has a daily. I did check the oil when I got to work the other day. It was kind of, it's time. So I'm going to attempt to change the oil, but my son has used all of my containers up. This one's about half full. I'm hoping that it makes it, because all the other ones he's got full of his fluids from redoing his project. He's got a BMW. Alright, well, that's it for this little update video. We got the oil change, we got the tires on. I gave you a little bit of what's going on with Rufus. I appreciate all the comments you guys have made, and so everything's been really positive, and that's great. And I'll just keep trying to make these videos this year. Yeah, it's fun, and I guess my main push for all this is to remind people that you know, when you buy these Volkswagens, sometimes they're a lot to maintain, and you know, they get out of hand pretty quickly. But if you maintain it regularly and do the oil changes and all the other junk that comes along with it, there's no reason why these things can't be daily driven, and daily driven comfortably. I mean, I have Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, I have Bluetooth stereo. I don't have heated seats, and I don't have automatic wipers or cruise control. But you know what? I don't need all that stuff. It's more fun. It's more about enjoying our hobby of driving Volkswagens and fixing them up. So anyway, thanks for all you guys who have subscribed. If you haven't, please do. And I'll be back later on this year with more stuff. We got shocks coming. We got heater cable repair. That's going to be something else. And then you guys are going to try to help me decide what color seats to get, and I'll order those up, and we'll do that too. All right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.